Hey guys, let's see how to set up alarms on the Tapo C425. It's very simple. I have here my camera ready close to the window so I can see some motion out there. And here's the Tapo app with the camera live, right? So see here that I have this alarm on and off button, so I can just turn on and off from here. And I can also come here to the menu, and there's also here the turn on and off button. And from here I can set up the alarm as well, okay? So the first thing that I have to pay attention here is that you just need to have motion detection enabled, and then the alarm can be triggered by any motion in front of the camera, right? So here on the detection, you see that I have the zone already working. So the camera is basically monitoring everything that's happening here, okay? And I just can, for example, come here to the motion detection and adjust the sensitivity, for example, from 1 to 10. The default is 6. And I can do the same for person detection. And I'm good to go. So just make sure that I have the detection zone correct and the detection type and sensitivity correct. Otherwise, the alarm is not gonna work. You can do this also for pet detection and vehicle detection, right? Let me just put this to on because I have a lot of cars back there, right? So can work with vehicle detection as well. And then it's time to check the alarm. If I just come here from the front screen, I can just go on and you're gonna hear the alarm when there's motion in front of the camera. Let me just put it on. And you see it, it's working. Then I can come here and disable. Takes a while, and now it's off. And you see there's a lot of motion here in front of the camera. So I have the tags enabled so I can check when there's motion there. It's a good idea to leave like this with the tags on so you see better when there's motion in front of the camera, okay? Let me just come here to the settings. So here see the alarm menu. And from here, let me just come to the alarm type and change to light. So now you see there's no longer the siren, just the light. Every time there's motion in front of the camera starts flashing the light. So that's one way to go. Somebody is approaching the camera, for example, and there's just this burst of light instead of siren. It's up to you because sometimes you cannot use the siren, for example. So you can select only light, only sound, or sound and light. And when you select sound and light, you see that's going to trigger the alarm in a while because I have a lot of cars there all the time. There we go. And then from here I can change the types, right? And just change the camera here from different position so it doesn't trigger the alarm anymore. Just put there. You see the light as well, okay? And from here you can control the volume. You see low, normal, or high. And also here the sound, default sound or a custom sound. You can just add a custom sound here, name it, and just record and upload the sound. So you can use this sound instead of using the default sound. Let me just come back here to the default. And from here you can test different sounds. I have siren, the default one. I can test from here. There we go. There's the emergency. And there's this red alert. And you see that it goes pretty high, so it's pretty loud when you change here from to normal or to high. Let me just play here pretty fast. We see it with normal, it's already pretty high. So I'm not gonna change to high here because it's a really loud alarm, right? So it's working. Let me just leave here with normal or low. Then I come back here and I can put my camera back there and you see that it's detecting motion. There we go. It's flashing the light and the sound. And that'll be too much for the camera. You see that I have the camera here pointing to the street, then it's going to be too much motion for the camera, and that's going to trigger the alarm all the time. Of course, when you have the alarm, the camera in front of your home, for example, in front of your garage, and somebody approaches, it's going to trigger the alarm, but it will be not that frequent as when you have here in this condition that I have, right? So I hope that helps. That's basically the way you can set up the alarm. You can just do the adjustment of sensitivity. And one more thing here, let me just show more details that I can. I'll just change here to light so it doesn't sound anymore, right? You can adjust here the duration type as well. You see here default duration, custom, 5 seconds, 10 and 30, or even custom. And here there's also the event type. You can select from here which type of events is gonna trigger the alarm. Remember that you just need to select here the type, and you just need to come back as well here to a different menu, which is the detection menu. And from here you can control the sensitivity, okay? So motion is enabled here, and then back there on the alarm menu you can trigger the alarm related to the event. You see here, for example, that I have pet off, and then it's not gonna work if I come here to the alarm event and leave enable here, because it's not on back there on the motion detection menu, right? So pay attention to this. It's not working, so I would just leave it off here. Super simple. And also have the schedule here to work all day during the day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or during the night from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and with the custom schedule that you can select here anytime that you want in any weekday that you want, okay? And you see here this is flashing all the time here because of the motion, so there's a light flashing here when there's motion back there, okay? So super simple. That's the way you can set up your alarms and make it work, and I hope that helps. Okay, so leave your comments here, subscribe to this channel, give your thumbs up, and I see you in the next video.